Welcome back. Sorry about the in and out there with the commercial, but I'm glad we got it up there. Pymetric has been a great partner. And just a quick sidebar, I did a podcast with Frida Poli, the founder and CEO of Pymetrics, a while back, and it was a great discussion. I learned a lot, so I encourage you to give that a listen, and more from them later in the show. But for now, I do want to go to the question of the week, and it's with people analytics. How do I get my organization started or move it forward so we're truly effective? And if you want to participate in this discussion, you can go to slido.com. The hashtag is PAFOW live. I'm not going to put it up right now, but just know you can submit a question, and we're going to have more formal means by which you can submit questions. But this is something that, particularly given in the wake or in the midst, I keep saying wake of COVID-19, like it's like we're past it, and we're not. We're in the midst of it. It's this reality is that we have an opportunity to create a sustainable attention and facilitate a governance body that is now in the form of task forces. So again, COVID-19 hits. These task forces are spun up. They're multifunctional. So you have facilities next to legal, next to operation, next to HR, next to finance, and they're meeting with a heightened level of frequency. So what would it be like if those governance bodies, those task forces met ongoing, and HR was a facilitator of these discussions around how work gets designed? So I answer this question in that vein. So if HR is at the table and that's happening in your organization, and you've built some credibility because you are bringing in data, you're consuming it from the outside, COVID-19 data, and putting it next to your workforce data, fantastic. But it then invites the question, how do I sustain this? And if you don't have that reality in your organization, how can I get there? So here's what I would answer to this question right here in June 2020. It's create that group or go to that group and find the questions that are being asked. What are the themes that they want to understand better? Is it Black Lives Matter? Is it diversity? Is it return to workplace? And then go source the relevant data, and then facilitate the discussion. And this is what we can bring and contribute. So many over the years have taken what I call a data or technology-centric approach, where it's like, hey, I need a dashboard, I need some tool to push out data in a nice, consumable, visually appealing way. However, if it's not relevant, if it's not timely and actionable, then it's not going to hit the mark. So it just invites the question, what is the mark? And the mark for each organization is going to be different. Now, certainly there are themes that are overriding right now that are pervasive, organization to organization, which is, fantastic, because there's going to be use cases that are going to be cropping up, and they already are, where, hey, we're able to manage our workforce effectively because we're doing just that. We are looking at the work that needs to be done. We're designing accordingly. We are bringing workers back to the workplace in some key job families. Others, we're going to keep working from home. The capacity that they have, their ability to do the work, might be compromised. So what would it be like if we take work off of them and give it to other people, and thus being able to sustain the work if required? If the customer base is dried up, there's employees that could be furloughed or laid off. There's any number of things, but that is an ongoing discussion. Those are ongoing decisions that need to be made. And then if organizational leaders are not basing those decisions on data, understanding the skills that they're letting go if they lay off people, and they don't understand really, the risks of doing so, then that is going to put the organization at risk, the business continuity at risk. So we have a huge opportunity to create and sustain people analytics. And again, there's use cases that are emerging in the midst of COVID-19, and increasingly with Black Lives Matter. And the final thing I'll say on this question right now, there's many operating models that are out there and approaches from a very kind of tactical level. Do I hire an IO psychologist, data scientist, or consultant? And at the end of the day, it depends. It depends on what's most appropriate for you and your organization and those questions that need to be asked. And you do not have to be a people analytics statistician, econometrist. You want me to mumble that again? Econometrician to ask those questions and find them out. And then you can go engage those with the technical skills to actually problem solve and adopt the appropriate analytical techniques and technology. So yeah, there is someone that needs to be in place who understands the array of decisions downstream to actually bring this to life. If you have that person in-house, great. If not, then this might sound self-serving, but it's really not, because I can't do it at this stage of my career. But find somebody who knows what they're doing and have them help you figure it out. Create a vision, what we call AVR process: audit, vision, and roadmap. Audit your current capability, provide a vision for where you want to go, and create a roadmap to get there from people, process, technology, and governance. So I'll leave you with that, but also provide some resources in the links below. So with that, we're going to try and go to commercial one more time, and then we'll come back and I'm going to talk about Rebecca Jones, and then we'll take a brief break, and then we'll come back with Adrienne Pettiford. So I'll talk to you in a couple minutes.